What's up gamers, Big Man back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at both the Xbox and PC versions of Halo Infinite. So here we have a look at these screenshots. On the left we have Halo Infinite on Xbox Series X, and on the right we have the game running on P. On the Xbox version, you can see the foliage is probably the most immediately noticeable difference between the two platforms. On P, we can see the foliage has been significantly pared back. In regards to resolution metrics, the Xbox version is unsurprisingly on top here. On Xbox, the images look great on a 4K display, appearing precise and clinical in appearance, free of significant aliasing, whereas on P, we see the expected drop in resolution, displaying a lower pixel count and more obvious aliasing. PC expectedly presents a blurrier, muddier image with some significant shimmer. The image doesn't hold up terribly well, more or less as you'd expect. The frame rate between the two platforms is also noteworthy, with the Series X displaying only occasional dips, though on P it is shown to be far more temperamental and leaves far more room for improvement. On both platforms, we see somewhat frequent framerate drops, with the version on P dipping significantly in instances of high player count. However, on Xbox, the experience is very much more playable, with a more stable, polished build. The performance issues on P just make the demand all the more urgent, with one significant performance issue on P being the lower resolution, appearing on a noticeable basis, with some drawbacks being clearly shown on P. This is all the more noticeable with the uneven frame pacing and drops. Another significant cutback on the PC version is foliage density, as well as unwanted artifacts and an all-round lower resolution and less shading in regards to how shadows render on P, with the version on P expectedly taking a noticeable hit in image clarity, the more jagged edges due to a lack of anti-aliasing, with PC pushing a less sharp image than Xbox Series X. And Xbox having an expected distinct image quality and framerate advantage over P, distinctly how the game scales with resolution. With the distinct graphical advantages players can achieve on Xbox are a bit limited nonetheless, the more noticeable difference is in the image quality, sharpness, and we can see here in this image better volumetrics and shadowing. Of the two platforms, as expected, the Series X is undoubtedly the one to pick, with a higher resolution, better texture filtering, less on-screen artifacts, and a more stable frame rate, with the distinct graphical advantage given the more powerful hardware of the Xbox version is certainly the version to get. The Xbox experience is very much more playable, with a more stable, polished build. The performance issues on P just make the demand all the more urgent, with one significant performance issue on P being the lower resolution, appearing on a noticeable basis, with some drawbacks being clearly shown on P. And thanks for watching, gamers. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. This has been Big Man Gamers, and I will see you all next time.